You did. Good. Can I get you to put a name tag on, Dawn? Thanks. Morning, everybody. Thanks for putting a name tag on. I'm not sure if everybody here is filled out of. I'm not sure if everybody here has filled out a video release or not. If you haven't, please fill one out. There's one on the table.
You do our little cards, or you punching them? Or?
Yes, I'll punch the cards, and then I'll need your cards too. And I'm going to ask everybody to wear a name tag today, even though you may all know each other. Good morning. Good, how are you? Yeah. You must be members here, right? If you're here for this. Oh, you're not members, but you're here for the training group? That's not even permitted. So I can't give it. I can't sell you one, but I'll make sure that we get you set up for one. You can go through today's lesson. How did you even register without being a member?
That's what I can figure out.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're not going to send you home. Can you get the door for Grace, please? Thank you. Yeah. So the boot room's there, or you can put them on the boot rack there. The coat room's over there. I'm sorry, you don't know where anything is here. So. Yeah. No worries. No worries. That's just weird to me that you were able to register like that. So something's wrong. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we'll figure it out.
Hello, I'm Grace.
Hi, Grace. You're a member, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
I just registered late.
That's fine. You're allowed to.
Thank you.
All right. So if name tags everybody, please. And video release form if you haven't already done one. So good. And then punch cards for everybody except you two because you don't have punch cards yet. I'm going to have to get a couple of waivers for you guys. And then we'll deal with the community association stuff later. Where are the waivers? Where are the waivers? Waivers. Where do you guys normally play?
We're just playing on
Calgary's
Okay. Okay. Oh, are you guys coming from a training background, like another racket sports background?
We don't have. Well, tennis, yeah.
Well, I played tennis. I played badminton.
Okay.
Ping pong. We play pickleball down in the States, but not quite.
Okay.
Formal set of rules. Just pick up the rules and figure it out ourselves.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, we'll deal with it. You signed up for 300, which is an intermediate class, but I'm just going to work you in with these guys today until I can do an assessment. Now, you guys signed up for the volley class. Are you wedded to the volley? That's what you want to work on? Because
whatever.
Because they're working on forehand today, and if I put you in with their group, we'll just all work on forehand stuff today. You okay with that? You okay with that? Okay, awesome. That'll make life simpler for everybody. And okay, so there's some waivers. I'll get you guys to fill these out, both sides. There's a couple of pens here, and then I'll get you to put some name tags on. And then when you're ready, we'll get you out on the court here. So when you're yeah, you've already signed a waiver because you're a member here, but you haven't signed a video waiver yet. So I'll get you to sign a video waiver, which is one of those ones down at the end. So. Oh, hit a dot. Susan's always hitting dots. Everybody's aiming for dots. That's awesome. So that's the standard liability waiver for just injury and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, everybody needs to sign a video waiver as well.
I signed it already.
Awesome, thank you.
We just leave our stuff here.
Yeah, so where the front door is locked, nobody else is in the building. Nobody else is allowed in the building while this is going on. So you'll be fine. This room, everything will be safe in here. Now,
That's a smart idea, keep it all locked.
yeah, well, we have to. The building doesn't open until 9 o'clock. So, and you are Julie. What's your last name, Julie? Swanson. And you are Kevin.
I am Kevin Watson.
Kevin. Now, are you guys a pair or a couple? You guys husband and wife? Okay, that's what I was asking without trying to ask it. So I get a lot of male, female people who show up as just partners. They're just they're doubles partners. So I got to be careful how I ask that question. Okay, so I'm going to gather the group together when you guys are ready. So you can put your coats in that room, grab your paddles, get your court shoes on, and then when you're ready, I'm going to grab the group. We don't allow water bottles in the gym, so you're going to want to leave that in here. I'm going to grab the group. We're going to have a little meeting in the lobby here to talk. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to get you out here in the lobby with me, please. How do we have 7? Yeah, but there should only be 6 in this class.
Yesterday there was only 2.
Your class is 2. Their class is 6.
Oh, I see.
Right? I run 2. Yeah, so I'll explain all that in a second. Anyway, somebody's not supposed to be here, but we'll figure it out. No worries. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. There's 6.
Yeah, but somebody dropped out all week.
There were 6. Somebody dropped out, and then Grace took that position last night. And then there should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, I'll look at the sign-up sheet. And then we have 2 people here who signed up for 300 who should be in 250. We'll get it all figured out this morning, not a worries. Okay, so let me start off by saying my name is Coach. I've been doing this for pickleball for it's coming up 20 years now. I've been teaching and playing. And I do all the lessons here at Cedar Brae now. I've taught 5 different racket sports over my life. I have a pretty deep background in racket sports. I've been a coach for 30 years. All right. I have met some of you. Some of you I haven't met. We're here today for a training group. Training group is different from a lesson. A lesson, you come in to learn something. A training group, you come in to practice something you have already learned. Now I'm here as a coach to guide the practice, and of course I'm going to give you tips and hints if you're struggling on stuff, but it's not going to be a formally structured lesson. The assumption is you know what we're doing in the activity, you just need to practice it. So you are all trying to become consistent at the thing, right? So the 250 level is where we start. Most people aren't at the 250 level very long. Some people are, but most people aren't. Then they go to the 300 level. At 300 level, we focus. So at the 250 level, we're doing mostly stationary stuff. We're not moving our feet a lot. We're working on just hitting balls and learning how to hit balls. At the 300 level, we've learned how to hit balls, so now we're starting to move our feet. We're starting to incorporate more movement and more drills. At the 350 level is where we start to learn all of the what we call game situation drills. At the 400 level, they've learned all of this stuff. They know the game situation drills, so they're just coming for really high intensity workouts. Any questions about the levels that we offer? There's a lot of information. All right, now, like I said, I've met some of you I haven't met. A bunch of people here signed up for 250. I suspect that some of the people who are in 250 now will be moving on to 300 probably next week or the week after. Don't worry about it. If you're signed up for a bunch of 250s, you can cancel those, open up spots for everybody else, and sign up for 350. On Saturdays, we're going to have 250 and 300 side by side. So if you want to get into the 300 group and you can't get in, sign up for the 250. If you want to get into the 250 group, you can't get in, sign up for the 300. I'm going to mix the groups around anyway. The levels are a guideline more than a rule on Saturdays especially. And then on Sundays, we have the 300 and the 300 and the 350 together. I expect that there are going to be a lot more people in the 300 level than in either 250 or 350. So we're going to have 300 groups Saturday and Sunday. Does that make sense? All right, so first day getting a lot of information. I won't have to go over this next day. All right, so today we're going to be working on just developing our forehand consistency. I want to get everybody out there warming up. I'm going to spend a lot of time, probably half the session today, teaching you something that's very, very important to your development, which is something we call a structured warm-up. It's a dinking warm-up. It's highly structured. It follows a pattern. The pattern of this warm-up is the same pattern that we applied to our ground strokes warm-up, our drop shots warm-up, and our volley warm-up. So if I teach you all the pattern, every one of our training groups, all the way up to 450, starts with this dinking warm-up I'm going to teach you today. It's going to be, some parts of it are going to be difficult for you to do today. It might even be impossible for some of you today, which is fine. You're here to learn. This is practice. You should expect to have some failures. Otherwise, it's not a very good practice, right? So I'm going to go through it very, very slowly and methodically, carefully to teach it to you. And we're going to repeat this warm-up every day. By the time you become one of my 450 level students, you can do this warm-up in your sleep. But you're still doing it. That's how important it is. It's an extremely important warm-up routine. So I'm going to teach you that today. And then we'll see what time we have for other things. Any questions about all of the stuff that I've given you so far? All right, we're going to go out, grab a partner. Somebody's going to end up partnered with me. I'm going to be in kind of a center court, and I'll be explaining what we're doing as we go. So grab a partner and let's go out and find a spot on the court. Is that? Yeah, you're going to be in front of one of the dots. So let's go do that. My paddle's in the room. All right, and we go on in. Yeah. You're going to be my partner, Grace? Okay. I just got to find my racket. I put my racket down somewhere. Bookshelf, okay. Probably, there it is. All right, everybody should have a ball in their hand or in their pocket. If you have extra pockets, put extra balls in your pockets. You are most likely to have extra pockets because you are a guy. All right, I'm going to get you guys to slide down so that Grace and I can, oh, you guys are there, that's good. Oops. All right. I'm going to be about a stride behind my dot because I know that my partner is aiming for my dot and she is going to miss sometimes. So I don't want to be in a situation where I'm backing up. I want to be able to move forward. So I'm going to stay back from my dot because I know my partner is aiming there. Okay? So aim for my dot. Good job. Good job. Grace has some racket skills. Yay. So this is our first activity. It's called In the V. We're going to be dinking back and forth, aiming for each other's dots in this zone right here. So I'm aiming right towards the center line of her body. And we're going to do 10 of those. It's going to look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, everybody try 10 of those. 10 attempts, not 10 successful shots. Right? So let's go. Do 10. I got to watch them now. We did our demo. No. Okay, just 10. Just 10. Okay, so Susan asked, do they have to be consecutive? The answer is no, right? I want 10 attempts. It can be 10 failures. It doesn't matter. 10 attempts, and we stop at 10. Otherwise, this warm-up is going to go on for hours. So just 10. Okay? So we did 10 in the center. Now we're going to do 10 down this side of our body. For me, that's going to be my forehand. For her, that's going to be her backhand. Okay? So it's going to look like this. 1, 2. We've got out of control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. That's what you guys are going to do now. 10 of those. 10 down this side of your body. No, we're doing down this side of our body. This side. This side. Yeah. All right, so we're going down this side, right? This side of our body?
Oh, we're trying the other side.
No, start on this side. We all want it all, do it all together. All right, so just 10. When you're done 10, stop. Okay, now we're going to go down this side of our body. Ready? It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3. That was 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and that's enough. So you're aiming for the dot. So remember, don't try not to hit it past the dot, okay? Okay, just 10. Once you've tried 10, stop. All right, so now we're going to go on an angle between that side of her body and this side of my body. Right? I don't want to hit it so far that she has to run. I'm going to try and put it in a nice friendly spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Try 10 of those. Oh. Let me give you a little tip, Julie. Okay? There's no need to bring the racket behind your body because you're just hitting at a very short distance, so you just have to get a little tap. A little tap. So if you keep the paddle in front of you, there you go. Yeah. It'll come. There you go. That was awesome, Julie. Thank you for your patience. So just 10. Just 10, folks. Just 10. Okay. Now we're going to do 10 across our bodies this way. Other side. Other diagonal. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, 10 of those. Oh, you guys went way past 10. 5 each. All right, everybody stop. That's the first half. Based on what I saw today, I'm not going to do the second half yet. We're going to repeat the first half. Okay? And that's awesome because everybody is doing exactly what I expect a group of this level to be doing. The second half we will get to later, right? For now, we're going to just get really good at the first half. So let's go back to in our V. We're going to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Try 10 in the middle. 10 in the V. 2, 3. Oh, you're doing awesome. Can I give you a tip? Okay. So right now hold your hand out. Just your hand, the palm of your hand. Right? Okay, we'll do it. I meant that hand, but let's do this. Put the racket in that hand. Hold your hand out. Right now you're slapping the ball. I want you to push the ball. Just give it a gentle push. Right? Yep. There you go. Even gentler. Just a push, not a slap, just a push. There you go. There you go. You got it, Julie. Okay. Now we're going to do down this side. I want everybody to focus on not slapping the ball. I want everybody to focus on just gently pushing the ball. Watch my technique. Okay. Oops. Very gentle. I'm not hitting it hard at all. I'm barely touching it. I'm giving the ball a little push. So focus on that down this side of your body. Good job, Grace. I'll do a couple more. Nice. Yep, you got it. Very good, Julie. All right, let's do 10 down the other side of our body now. 10. Gentle push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Nice. All right, just 10. You guys don't know how to count to 10, do you? Okay, I'm going to get you 4 to come into this sideline, and I want you 2 to come just join these 2 for a second. I want you in close so everybody can hear me. Okay, another really important habit that I want all of you to develop. Sometimes when Grace and I are hitting the ball back and forth, a ball gets hit that's way out of control, right? It's offline, it's behind me, it's something that I'm not going to be able to get a quality hit at, right? So hit me one of those, okay? Here we go. Way off, yeah, so it's way over here. I can't do anything with it, so I'm going to catch it. I'm going to bring the ball in, I'm going to reset, and we're going to start over again. And if it happens again, I catch it, I stop the rally, I bring it back, I reset. We want to practice our habits when the ball is under control. Trying to save a rally when the ball is getting out of control will just end up teaching us bad habits. So good practice habits mean recognizing when a ball is out of control, grabbing that ball, resetting, and starting to practice good stroke technique again. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so now we're going to work on a diagonal, and then we're going to work on our second diagonal, and then we're going to stop. So you guys are going to do 10 of these, and then stop. Ready? We're going this way. 3, 4, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 10. Oops. We're done. We did our 10. Let's see how many people go way past 10. This is a test to see how many people are following my instructions of doing 10 and 10 and then stopping. All right. It's really important when we're doing warm-ups to stop at 10. Otherwise, the warm-ups go forever, right? So it's important that everybody follows my instructions. If I ask you for 10, I want 10. Not 10 minutes, 10 balls. All right? Okay, so we're going to have a drink of water, and then we're going to have a little chat out in the lobby. All right. What's that?
Very nice to get. It was much harder than expected.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so today's the first day. It's really difficult to hear in there, so I prefer to do most of my talking in this room. One, I can lower my voice so I don't end up with a migraine at the end of the day. And two, you guys can hear me a little bit better. Any questions about what we just did?
People usually more out of control on the diagonal.
Yeah, the middle is the easiest. Down one side is typically easy for the forehand player, a little harder for the backhand player. Same with on the other side. The diagonal is tougher. People tend to hit the ball too far away from their partner, so they end up chasing, they end up having to move their feet. The next one, the one we didn't do, is the figure eight, and then the reverse figure eight. So one hits straight, one hits diagonal, straight, diagonal, straight, diagonal, straight, diagonal, and then you reverse it. So the other person, right? And then we do what are called the long diagonals, which is one side of the court to the other side of the court. I'm not going to get the 250 group doing that until most people have the first half of the warm-up under control. If you can control the first half of the warm-up, you can learn to control the second half. But I just didn't see enough ball control from the group yet to move the whole group on. Individually, some players are able to do it, but the whole group as a whole, I don't want to move on to the second half yet because it'll just be chaos and people will be running into each other. And we'll get there. This is practice, right? Okay, good question. Any other questions about that warm-up?
Racket position.
Yes? Depends on where the ball is, right?
Well, in what we're doing is we're mostly going to be.
Yeah, so for something that's this close, when we're this close together, there's no backswing, right? So you're never going to bring the racket behind your body. Keep the racket in front of your body the whole time. I mean, everybody needs to learn this. This is something that people at the even up to the 350 level sometimes don't realize. So if you see how my wrist is bent back towards my elbow, right? You want to learn to make contact in this position. It's called the laid back wrist position. There you are. There you got it. You got it. Laid back wrist. Yeah, pretty good. Good. Let's get that thumb around there so you don't get tennis elbow. Good, 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 good. Okay, almost. And where you're trying to hit the ball, sometimes from this position you're going to try and hit the ball down, right? If you want the ball to go up, your racket face needs to be looking up. If you want it to go level, it needs to be level. If you want it to go down, it's going to be down. Yeah. For this little dinking exercise at this distance, it's going to be almost all up, right? So you want it up. Now, this position here, so we dink in this position. Notice this is my wrist position for dinking. So I'm dinking. When I'm hitting a ground stroke, I'm also, my wrist is in this position, right? When I'm hitting a serve, my wrist is in this position. When I'm hitting a drop shot, my wrist is in this position. When I'm hitting a top speed up, my wrist is in this position. So if you learn to dink in this position, and volleys also in this position. So if you learn this wrist position here in this warm-up, this is why I teach it all the way up to my 450 level, is because this wrist position applies to more than half of the shots that you're going to make in pickleball. So you may as well learn it right from the beginning. Learn this wrist position, use it for all the shots that require it, and you'll just be a better player that much faster.
You're popping the ball up.
Yeah, so it's
because your wrist cracked, right?
well, yeah. Sometimes people flick, right? Flicking will cause it to pop up. If the ball's going straight up in the air or very high, it's because at contact, your paddle face is telling it to go high, right? So anyway, we'll work on that. I don't want to get lost in the technical today because this is a practice, not a lesson. But I understand what you're asking. And if I go around the room and I see somebody struggling with something, I'm going to give you a tip in that moment, right? That's what practice is all about. In a lesson, I will stop and I will show everybody how to do something. In a practice, I will come around to each one of you individually and pick the thing that you're struggling with and give you a tip about that one thing. Okay? And that's for most, so I've been doing this for 30 years, 5 different racket sports. I've been teaching pickleball for 19 years, well, almost 20. I will tell you that people who come to me for lessons and lessons and lessons and lessons and lessons and lessons pay me lots of money and money and money and money and money and stay about the same, about the same, about the same, about the same, about the same. But people who take a lesson from me and then practice, 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 practice get better. They go on to win tournaments, they go on to win medals, they go on to be great practice partners, right? And they become really good players, right? Lesson is something you do when you want to learn how to do something. Practice is what you do when you want to get more consistent at doing that thing. And people spend far too much time on lessons and far too little time on practice. And that's what these training groups are about. They're about helping you develop, right? They're half the price of lessons. And you get to meet all these awesome people in here, right? So you guys are a pair, right? So you guys can go out and do things with 2 people. But if he's not around, you can't do anything, right? If the 4 of you were a foursome, right? You guys could go out and do stuff for 4. If one of you was away, you could still do stuff with 3. But if you have a training group of 20 people, there's always at least 4 people around for you to train with, right? And that's what training groups are all about. You want a large training group, 20 to 25 people, so that when you want to practice, there's people around who have time to practice, who have availability. That's really important to your development. People get really in there, oh, I like to practice with her, and I like to practice with her, but I don't like to practice with her, and I like to practice with him. That's silly, right? You want a large training group. You want to be social about your training. Because if you're social about your training, you include people who aren't even your favorite people, right? It's going to put you in a better mindset for going to tournaments where you're going to meet some people you really don't like. People you really don't like to play against, right? It sounds like
No,
you guys.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's what training groups are all about. That's the difference. And that's what I gathered you in the lobby to talk about was the benefits to a training group, really. Any questions about training groups? Okay. We're going to go in and we're going to start to work on our forehand consistency. So what we were just doing is dinking. Dinking is let's go in the room and talk about this. It's a little echoey, but I need to show it. So everybody gather around the center court here. All right, Grace, you're going to be my partner again. On the sidelines, everybody, on the sidelines, so nobody's on the court. All right, so you're going to stay in one place. We're just going to keep hitting back and forth. And as I talk, I'm going to be backing up. Okay? So we're dinking here, nice and easy. Just okay. As I back up, just get the ball to me. As I back up, hit the ball a little further. No, you want to hit the ball a little further to me? Yeah, to me. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Good stuff. Right? So I'm not dinking anymore. I'm actually at the back of the court. And you can see that the racket's never going behind my body. I'm never bringing the racket way back here. I can play this entire game from the back line all the way to the front line, even the diagonals, without ever bringing the racket behind me in pickleball, right? So the thing I see mostly from tennis players is they bring the racket back behind them and then they hit a ball and it goes way out. Their partner can't control it. It can't receive it because their partner's so busy running backwards. So the way I teach pickleball now is to start people up really close, and then we gradually increase the distance, right? This blue line here is where almost all of the 250 stuff happens. This is the 300 line, the white line where my heels are. 300 level classes are back here. 350 is here. 400 is here. It's very difficult to hit targets from this far back. There's no point in anybody at the 250 or 300 level to be practicing from here. 0 point, because you're not going to have enough control. Where you want to work on is work on your control up close. Work on it here. Then when you master it, back up a little bit. Master that, back up a little bit. Don't feel that you need to cover the whole court. This white line here, from the white line to the white line, 75% of the shots in a pickleball game are going to be between these two white lines. It's really only once you get to the advanced levels that the back of the court comes into play. So your strategy should be to learn control within these two white lines, right? And we're going to start with the easiest one, this distance right here, and that's what we're going to work on today. Okay, so our first drill today is going to look like this. Grace, you and I are going to hit forehands. So your forehand's there, my forehand's here. Guess what this is? This is the diagonal that we were just doing in the warm-up, right? We're going to go forehand to forehand. I'm going to try and hit her dot. She's going to try and hit my dot. Oops. Oh, too much. Oh, there we go. Grace hit a dot earlier. Oh, okay. I controlled it. I'm going to bring it back. You're going to try and hit my dot. Remember, yes. You're trying to hit my dot. I'm trying to hit your dot. Now, Kevin asked a question about the racket face. Are you watching my racket face, Kevin? You watch my racket? It's a little bit different depending on where the ball is, the height of the ball, and right. So you need to make that minor adjustment when you're trying to hit the ball over the net towards your target. So, if I'm over here, my racket face is going to be facing my target. If I'm over here, my racket face is going to be facing the target. If I'm taking a backhand, my racket face is going to be facing the target. And then the angle of up or down is going to depend on where I am and the height of the net. And if I'm really close to the net, it really needs to be open. But if I'm back here, less open. That make sense? Okay. That's what we're going to work on now. We're just going to keep the ball out in front of us. See my wrist position? I was talking about this wrist position. That's it. That's where control comes from, dot to dot. All right, grab a partner. We're going to start rotating now, but start with the partner you had, and then I'm going to start coming around and start rotating people. You've been an awesome partner, but I am going to start rotating people in a minute. All right. All right, let's do a few practices. So you're aiming for my dot, Grace. Aim for the dot. Yeah, aim for the dot. I'm going to stand a little to the side of my dot. Uh-oh. Good job, Grace. Catch, restart. Oh, catch, restart. Oops. Very good. Very nice. No corrections. You're doing great. Just keep practicing. Okay, everybody's going to rotate around me this way. So Janice is going to come all the way over here. Jane's going to come to there. Mary Ellen's my new partner. All right, Mary Ellen, we're just going dot to dot, right? Trying to hit forehands. All right. So we're trying to hit forehands today. That means I need to move your body around to a point where you can try to receive most of them as forehands. Yeah. Now you're going to have to hit some backhands, but try and take as many forehands as you can. Okay? Oops. Very good. Hit the dot. Mary Ellen, you're awesome. Yeah. Reset. Good. Yeah. So you're taking the ball really close to your foot. I'd like you to try and take it out here. That way you end up with that laid back wrist that I was talking about. So try and take it, exactly. So just get it out front and just give it a little push. Oh, I hit the dot on you. Good. Try and take it a little further out. A little further out. Oh, sorry, Marilyn. That was a tough one. Very good. Okay, well done. So I want you to keep practicing that as you go around the room, okay? That contact point out front. All right, let's rotate. One position, please. Hey, Julie. How you doing? Hey, Jane. Okay, so we're going to work on that wrist position, keeping the racket out front. So, yeah, that's very good. So, see how this is the perfect position. See how far that is away from your body? So that's about where I want you to hit the ball. Right? Very good. Remember, push, don't slap. Right, so gentle, very gentle. Yeah, very good. Even gentler. Just very gentle, very gentle. Very good. That was excellent. Very nice. Gentle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come to the net. Imagine that this is a butterfly net. You're trying to catch the ball in the butterfly net. As the ball is falling down, I want you to put your racket out to catch it, and then just before it gets to your racket, give it a push. Because right now you're starting up here, and as the ball comes towards you, you're trying to get under it and slap it up. I want you to get your racket down below the ball, like you're going to catch it in your net, and then just give it a push. There you go. Gentle, 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 beautiful, gentle. Yeah, we're getting there. Very good. Gentle, gentle, beautiful, Julie. Look at that. Very gentle, very gentle. I'm going to give you another really small tip, okay? So right now you're hitting and stopping. You're hitting and stopping. I want you to push right through the ball. Just very gently push right through the ball. Very nice. You hit a dot, Janice. All right, here we go. We're going to push right through the ball. Yeah. So instead of hitting it out of the air, just bounce it on the ground and then hit it. Off the ground. There we go. Good job. You're getting better by the minute. Very nice. Just gentle. Gentle. Good job. Okay. So now you've got something to practice as we go around the room, right? Keep it up front. Keep it gentle. Remember that you're trying to catch it so that you get under the ball and just give it a push. All right, let's rotate one position, please. Dawn, you're going to come over here, buddy. You're going to be on this side. Rotate one position, please. Ready, Kevin? So I aim for my dot. I'm going to aim for your dot. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, you got it, Kevin. You got it, Kevin. Yep. So everything's good. Your contact point is good. Your swing speed is good. Your balance is good. All that's awesome. So just keep practicing that as we go around the room. Okay. Let's rotate one position, please. Susan, you know this stuff. This is easy for you. Okay, good. All right, let's go dot to dot. Yeah. Good. Yeah. You got this, Susan. You know forehands. All right, so you're fine to keep registering in 250 if you want, but you're fine for 300. Like you're ready for 300.
Okay.
So you can register for either. Just remember, there's going to be more room in the 300s, and if you take a 250 spot, somebody else might not get it.
Oh, okay.
So try to take mostly 300 spots.
So we can only sign up for 3, right? We said that last time, and then we have to.
3 of each, though, right? And,
So
and
if there's a 300 tomorrow.
I don't think that there's a maximum anymore. So, what's your heel there? All right, so you're good for 300 though. And if we need to do some more 250s, I'll tell you. Okay? Good job, Susan. You got this. All right, we're going to rotate. I have nothing to teach you. Just keep practicing that, okay? Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, let's rotate, everybody. Janice, you can show off now. You can show off now. Remember to keep it out front. Yeah. You got this, Janice. Yeah. All right. So the ball's popping up and it's spinning because you're letting the ball get too close to your body, right? So if I have this wrist position, so just show me that wrist position we were talking about. See how far it is away from your body? That's where you should be taking the ball. You're taking a lot of balls way back here. I want you to challenge yourself to reach and try and take the ball further away from your body this way, because then you pop it up less.
So at this distance, it should be open actually, too.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you want to get below the ball and lift a little bit with your legs. Okay? A little bit, not too much. Look at that. It's a dot the first time. Good job, Janice. Take it out front. Oh. I need to show you one more thing. Okay. So as the ball, let me put these balls away, so I only have one ball. As the ball is coming towards you, you're starting above the ball, and then you're trying to get quickly under it and hit it. What I want you to do is get your racket down below the ball, like you're going to catch it. So that way you just need to bump it and push it up. So as the ball's coming towards you, get it under the ball, just so that you're just bumping it towards me. Okay? There we go. Good job, Janice. You got it. Yeah, you got it, Janice. Beautiful. Lovely. So just keep working on that as we go around the room. And you can also register in 300. 250 or 300, it's up to you. It's the same thing, just a little further back with a little bit more movement. Don't be intimidated by it. If I didn't think you were ready for 300, you'll be fine in 300. If we need to, we can do 300 and 250, flip back and forth for a little while, but I think you're ready for 300. Okay? So just keep working on that as we go around the room. Okay? Okay, let's rotate. Hey, Jane, how you doing? Oh, look at that. It's a dot. Oh. Very nice. Okay, so your little ballet on your approach to the ball with your racket, right? You're doing beautiful motions, right? They're very nice, but some of them are unnecessary. So I want you to think about, as the ball's coming in, hold your paddle out like you're going to catch it, like you're going to catch it in a net, right? And then bump the ball, because right now you're a little bit high. You're doing some loopy stuff, right, to kind of get it there. And I just want you to just simplify it so that the only motion is towards the ball. Okay? So watch how I contact the ball for the next few. Okay? I'm going to catch it. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, oh, try again. That was a tough one. Let's try again. Okay, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch it. No, I'm saying I'm going to catch it. I'm trying to exaggerate how I'm getting my racket underneath the ball, like I'm going to catch it. All right, now I'll catch a couple and you'll see what I mean. There you go. You got it. That's exactly it. Okay. You're also ready for 300s. So you can, if you want, you can unregister for your 250s and just slide over to the 300s. Okay. You're ready for 300s. You're good. Okay, let's rotate one position. Keep practicing that catch, Jane. Keep practicing that catch as we go around the room, okay? Hey, Don. Oh, hit the dot on you. Good stuff. All right. You're doing great. You're doing great. How's your hearing? Okay. It's okay? Yeah. Mine's terrible, so. I love your wrist position. Just remember that we don't want to be hitting it back here. We want to be hitting it out here, right? So think of this gap. You want to stay far back from the ball so that you're kind of stepping towards it as you push. So your weight's kind of leaning forward. And you can hit the ball further out front, and you're going to have even better control.
On the backhand.
Yeah, same thing. On the backhand, but it's out this distance. Your main problem on the backhand is you're taking balls back here. You want to be able to take it out there. Yeah, that's the position right there. So you've still got a laid back wrist. Your wrist is still firm, right? There you go. Yeah. Good job, Don. Yeah. I'm making you reach. Sorry about that. Aim for my dot, I'll aim for yours. There we go. Got a little further out front, Don. Oh. Good job, Don. Nice. Okay, that's what I want you to work on as we go around the room, okay? Keep that in mind. All right, let's rotate. Lonnie, you're the last one. Awesome. So remember our laid back wrist position. Take the ball out front. Oops. That's not very helpful, is it? There we go. Nice, Lonnie. That's a great shot. Very good, Lonnie. Very nice. Yeah. Perfect. You're doing great. Look at that, 2 targets. Okay, so I have nothing to teach you. It's all fine. You're doing great. Yeah. I think you should register for 300s now, not 250s. Okay?
That would be on Saturday.
Yeah, so there's a 300 on Saturday and a 300 on Sunday.
Okay, so take out my
250s, yeah, and put them in 300s. Yeah, I think, so if it turns out you need some 350 work or some 250 work, we'll put you in some 250 work too. But for right now, just given where you're at, I think 300 is fine for you. Okay? All right, everybody, I think I've done everybody now, so let's grab a drink, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to do the same thing from further back. All right, do a quick pickup, throw all the balls in the baskets, and then we will have a drink. So you and Julie may be in different groups, but if you're coming on Saturdays and Sundays, you'll still be able to come at the same time.
Yeah, we'll both be coming at the same time.
Okay. Yep.
This is good practice.
Yep.
Most of the basics from just past experience.
Past practice experience. Yep. Exactly.
Rocket experience.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, so we're gonna have a sip, and while we're having a sip, I'm gonna talk because I love to talk. Okay, so we're in a training group. We have a friend or a family member or a child or something that we're trying to train with. There's a little bit of a different gap. Her husband is one of the best pickleball players in the city, right? Yeah, he is. Mary Ellen's not quite there yet, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. So if Harry and Mary Ellen are practicing together, they're going to have to practice at Mary Ellen's level, right? Otherwise, it's not going to be much of a practice, is it? Exactly. So when you're training with somebody who's not at your level, you've got to keep in mind their capabilities and your capabilities. You've got to try to train at their level, but you don't want to fall into a pattern of training with them to the point where they're only succeeding. Because if you're training with them and you're practicing with them and they're getting 100% of what you're doing, then you're not pushing them hard enough, right? There needs to be a point at which they start to fail. I love to use distance as a way to do this. So all of my groups, I pointed out the lines when we were in the room. We start when everybody's achieving 80% success rate, we back up. Right now, everybody's, the average in the group is 70%. We back up. Now it falls to 60%. So then we come back into the closer one, right? So that's one of the things you want to keep in mind. Now, if you're not as good as the person that you're training with, you're going to be self-conscious and you're going to be apologizing all the time, right? You're going to be saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I need to tell you, this is really, really important. You have a part of your brain called the hippocampus. When you fail, especially when you fail and you're frustrated, the hippocampus goes into high learning mode. And in a second, it'll repeat what just happened to you like 15, 20 times. Very, very quick, unless you interrupt it. And the way that you interrupt it is to start talking, right? So I encourage my students, this is practice. You never have to apologize for failing. And I do it all the time too. I say, oops, I'm sorry. And don't follow my example when I do that. You don't need to apologize. This is practice. You came here to learn how to fail because learning how to fail will help teach you how to succeed. So don't interrupt your hippocampus unnecessarily. Try and suppress the Canadian urge to say sorry. Right? Try to suppress the urge to say oops. You don't need to apologize. If you're training with somebody who's a little bit better than you, they understand because they were where you are at, right? Saying sorry isn't going to help you get better. Not saying sorry will help you get better faster. Does that make sense? All right. So that's another tip. Oh, I haven't seen that. Oh, that's yeah.
I notice when I play my thoughts, and if I say something negative, I miss. Like I really watch my thoughts.
Yep.
If I'm serving and I have to really talk myself up,
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's good. That's good. Everybody's experience is different, and I've heard a lot of people say exactly what Susan just said. If you're positive, you get better results. All right, we're going to go in and do what we were doing. We're going to do it a little further back, and the rotations are going to be a little shorter, a little crisper. Today, I was really taking an opportunity to kind of assess each person, give them something to work on. Excuse me, I'm not going to give you, excuse me, I'm not going to give you anything new to work on in these cycles. I'm just going to cycle everybody through really quickly. You're going to continue working on the same thing we're on. We're going to pull the dots all the way back to the blue lines now. Okay? Go in there to the court you were just on, pull your dot back to the blue line, and continue what you were doing. Yeah? Starting to fog up? There you go, sir.
I'll run for you.
There you go. All right, put your dots back to the blue line. All right. Oops, I got to hit it a little further. Very good. There we go. Oops. Very good, Lonnie. You had no trouble with the extra distance, so we're going to rotate now. Rotate. Morning, Grace. My wife's name is Grace. So if we start arguing, it's because I think you're my wife. No, I'm just kidding. I don't argue with my wife. She's Italian. So I've learned not to argue. Oops. All right. So remember this wrist position? Come on in a little closer. So we're going to, there we go. Right, there we go. And turn it like this, right? So try and take, remember this L shape here? We're going to try and take as many shots. So it can be down here. It can be up here. It can be up here. But you want that same wrist position through that whole. Okay. Okay, remember to stay back from your dot so I can hit it to the dot. Stay back from your dot. Okay. Everybody pause for 1 second and come on into the sidelines. Grace and I are going to demonstrate something. All right. I want you to notice how far back I am from my dot when I do this drill with Grace. You know why I'm this far back from my dot? Because I want to be able to get my body weight moving forward and I want to be able to make contact with that wrist in this position. If I stand on top of my dot and do this drill, I end up popping the ball up. And in pickleball, what happens when you pop the ball up? Exactly. You pop the ball up in pickleball, it comes back down at you hard, right? So if you want control, which is what we're all trying to do here, and you want to keep the ball low, you need to practice being far back from your dot so that you have room to get it low. So I want you to stay as far back from your dot as you can while you're doing this drill, okay? All right, Grace, let's continue. Let it go. Aha! Okay, good work, Grace. Let's rotate. Rotate. All right, Julie, let's see how much you've improved. Sorry, I gave you a backhand there. Nice. All right. I'm going to give you a little bit of a correction. You're turning sideways like a tennis player. We're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. Right now, I just want you to kind of an open stance, mostly facing the net. Because right now, when you turn sideways, your racket's coming back here. And that's not where we want to be at this distance. So you can turn sideways if you want, but I still want you to keep the racket out in front of your body, between the body and the net, okay? And we're hitting forehands, Julie. Forehands. Okay. There you go. Okay, I got one. All right, Julie, here we go. Oops. Okay, everybody, pause. Stay where you are. We're going to have a contest now with your current partner to see how many consecutive you can get over the net. So, if you get less than 5, I want you to start again and keep going until you get 5. But once you pass 5, I want you to stop once you fail, right? So if we get to 7, we stop. And we just wait for everybody else to stop. Okay, ready? So 1, 2, oh, okay, well, we got to get to 5, so let's try again. 1, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, oh, we got to 8. Okay, we're going to stop. All right, so these are our winners. All right, let's rotate one position. We're going to play the same game now. If you're at less than 5, try again, but once you cross 5, just stop. And the last team going is our winning team. Hey, Kevin, we better win this, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. All right, our winners are Susan and Janice. Okay, rotate one position. We tried, Kevin. We tried. Ready, Mary Ellen? We better win this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're over 5, so we can keep going. Okay, it's a tie. Good job. It was a tie between Jane and Janice and Mary Ellen and I. Okay, let's rotate one position. All right, ready, Susan? We can do this. We're going to be world champions. Here we go. You can serve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're past 5. We just need to keep it going now. Ooh, Kevin and Grace are giving us a run. Kevin and Julie are giving us a run. Oh, okay. Ended in a tie. All right, let's rotate one position. Well done, Kevin and Julie. All right, Janice, are you ready? Let's do our best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're past 5. Let's keep it going. Good job, Janice. Hey, Janice and I win. Awesome. Okay, let's rotate one position. Oh, Jane, we can do this. We can do it. For all of the many holobuffs around the world, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're past 5 now. Let's just keep it going. Whoa. Remember the dot. We're aiming for the dot. Oh, nice try. Oh, yeah, there it is. Kevin and Janice are our winners. Okay, let's rotate one position. Oh, sure. If you don't mind. Thank you. You guys go ahead and get started. I just got to wait for Jane. Jane is going to be there, so rotate. Yeah, Jane will be right there. She just had to get the door. All right, here we go. Ready, Don? Nice try, Don. That's okay. We went past 5. We have to stop. Oh, hey, Mary Ellen. You guys, you stopped. You got to stop. Okay, so who was our winners? Janice and Susan again? Oh, okay. So our winners were Kevin and Leanne and Lonnie then. All right. So I started with you. No, I started with Grace. Okay, let's do one rope. Rotate one position. This will be our last one. Ready, Lonnie? Let's try it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're past 5. We just need to keep it going. Whoa, sorry. Good recovery. Okay, there we are. I believe Lonnie and I are the winners, right? You guys are in your second round? Hey, Lonnie and I won. All right, everybody, come on in, please. Come on in. Oh, actually, pick up the balls and then come on in. Come on in. Come all the way in so you're hearing my voice and not the echo of my voice. This room is really difficult to hear in, so when I call people in, it means I want you to come into this distance so you can hear my voice on its way to you, not on its way off the wall. That makes sense? All right. Any questions about what we did today? All right. So we're just working on consistency, right? It's just reps and reps and reps and reps and small corrections and more reps and more reps and small corrections, and we'll get there. That's how you, yeah.
So once you kind of figure out the distance, we're not working on anything about height, right? Because
Not yet.
are you keeping it low or high or?
We'll get to that. Yeah.
So what is that?
That's more of a 300 thing than a 250 thing, right? So at the 250 level, I just want to get people hitting the ball, making good contact. At 300, we start to think about other things like height and depth and width and spin. And the higher you go, the more complicated it gets. The 250 level, that's why I say most people don't spend much time at the 250 level. Just about getting control of your body, control of your swing speed and your contact point. So now I've told some of you today to move on to 300. If I haven't said that to you, 250 is where you should be for now. Doesn't mean you're going to be here for very long, but until we get some issues straightened out, you're going to be in 250, but that's okay, because that's where you're going to get the practice that you need for now. Does that make sense? All right, thank you all, and we're going to clear the room, and I will see some of you tomorrow, and the rest of you maybe next week. You're welcome. Oh, and I got to talk to you guys. So you'll need to get your community association memberships. You'll need to
So it doesn't matter if you're not actually in the community.
doesn't matter. No, you just need to buy a community association membership, and you'll need to pay your pickleball fees. The pickleball fee is a ball fee; it covers the cost of the balls. You get once a year. So you'll be able to get a family membership. You'll each have to pay the ball fee, and then you'll have to buy a punch card. And then because today was one punch each, they'll take 2 punches out of that card.
Okay.
If you can do that all online or come into the office during the day, during the week to do it before our next lesson, that would be awesome.
Okay, right now.
Oh, you want to do tomorrow? Okay. Oh, tomorrow's the 300? Yeah. I would say, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Come and try it. But you can go home tonight, go to mycedarbrae.ca, and you can apply for all that other stuff online.
Okay.
Okay? Awesome, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, A102. You're an A102? Awesome. All right, hey, I'll get you. You got a name tag already? Did you fill out the forms and all that?
I did it online.
Okay. If you've done a waiver, that's fine, but I do need you to sign a video waiver because those aren't online. So. Hi, Kitty. Jerry?
Yes.
Was there a form for you to fill out?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So then he
Good
said
stuff.
the video.
Just the
There's-
front, right? One.
No, front and back.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yes.
and the video waiver is that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I need everybody to sign a video
Yeah.
waiver as well. So,
I guess so, right?
yeah, yeah, 300 or 250. Yep.
Yeah, I have to wait for someone to drop out of 250. I didn't get it. I didn't realize they were all up like the
Yeah.
3 dates, right? So,
No, but I told you to go to 300
so
now.
I'll go 300 if there's nothing there that I'll just be out of luck. Right? I'll watch
Oh,
to
no,
see if
it'll be
anybody
fine
drops off.
because there's going to be people dropping out of. I don't think 300 is full. I think you'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I'll sign up for that. What time was that in the morning?
Same time,
Oh,
exactly the same.
7:30?
All the training groups are 7:30 to 9. That way nobody's fighting.
Oh, okay. So there's 300 guys on Sunday? Or?
There's 300 is Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hey, Joan, good to see you again.
Yes, I'm very
Joan, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It was the name tag is why I remembered it.
Yes, I was going to say you're going to see so many
I do. Awesome. All right, Jerry filled out his forms. Nick filled out his forms. Kitty filled out her forms. Sue did. Joan did. You filled yours out last time. You're good. Yeah. Hi. Deb and Peter. Okay. So if you guys fill out your forms online, obviously. Yeah, great. I just need you to do a video waiver and a name tag. So video waivers are in here, and name tags are in there as well. And then coats are in there. Remember, we don't allow water bottles in the gym, so the water bottles have to stay in this room. Don't bring your personal effects into the gym. Leave them in this room. The building's locked. Nobody else is going to be in here anyway. So that bag can stay in there. Nick, and everything in there. Yeah. Yeah. If you have valuables, that absolutely have to be with you, like your phone, you can put it on the shelf in the room, but plan to lock your stuff in the trunk because everything is always going to be in this room if it's super valuable. Okay, for next time.
Right. They were talking about this.
Shot this video, start a new video.